That's one of the major reasons why I consider it more of an intermediate to advanced basketball for outdoor park players, because it just feels more professional. It feels more real as opposed to basic rubber basketballs that are great for beginners. Specifically, beginners should use rubber basketballs. But when you upgrade to composite, now you're getting a more premium feel. You feel more official just using composite basketballs. Those are the pros and cons of composite material basketballs. In my eyes, these are pretty much the ideal kind of basketball for the typical hardcore outdoor park basketball players. Once you become intermediate, once you become advanced, you should definitely upgrade to composite. I still stick to my opinion that there's a process, there's like an official process and hierarchy to learning basketball and developing your game, which is when you're a beginner, definitely should start out with rubber. Definitely should start out basic, because as a beginner you need to understand what it's like not to have good grip channels, what it's like to have not good pebbling on the basketball, what it's like to have very basic features of a basketball, master using those kinds of basketballs, master rising up through that beginner stage of your career. But once you've reached intermediate and beyond, now you've earned the right to upgrade to a higher grade basketball that has better material and better features. Also, once you reach that intermediate stage, you've probably established that you're not just a casual basketball player anymore. You take this pretty seriously, which means if you do have to replace basketballs and spend that money, you are very comfortable doing so because of how seriously and how passionate you are about putting in that much, wear and tear and money into this hobby or passion. The only problem with that being is that you're gonna have to experiment, right? You're gonna have to find out what kind of composite basketball fits you best. Do you like really indoor leather feeling kind of official indoor leather basketballs, or do you prefer outdoor rubber feeling basketballs that have the features of a leather basketball? And then you're gonna have to find out where you are on that spectrum, and then you're gonna have to go to the store, feel the balls. I have a video about how to choose a basketball. So it's gonna take trial and error. It's gonna have to take you going to the store, feeling the balls in the box on the shelf, buying them, probably returning them, doing that a handful of times maybe until you find the kind of composite basketball that does really fit you and your game. The good news being, once you find the basketball that does fit the kind of style of basketball you play, you can just stick to that for the rest of your career unless and until your game changes. The only other real problem and con about nowadays for composite basketballs is there is no real king standard forever, top of the hill composite basketball. With leather basketballs, you can say the official NBA basketball of the of the current era is the best leather indoor basketball, or the standard is the Wilson Evolution leather basketballs are the standard for indoor leather basketballs. There's really no king, no standard for composite leather basketballs.